Good morning, I'm hellorodney. Thanks for clicking on my video. Oh boy, I tell you what, the guys, the Bikes of Wrath had a really beautiful impact on me. My last video, real inspiration. The song in there, Michael Jackson's song, "Man in the Mirror." What the hell? What is this horse doing? Does this horse think he's a freaking... what is he, got a speaking engagement or what? My fellow Americans, I would... what is that horse doing up there? He's at the podium getting ready to make his speech. Big speech to his horse constituents. So that song, "Man in the Mirror," I mean, what a song! I mean, what an incredible song that is. The lyrics. I mean, that is an inspirational song. You know, just thinking about Michael Jackson. And Michael Jackson, as it's starting to rain here, little droplets happening here. Michael Jackson was you know, I grew up with the Beatles, so when Michael Jackson came along, it was like, you know, I mean, it was just real pop kind of stuff. It was just like, you know, I mean, it's just, you know, well, actually, that was later, I guess, that thing, but, you know, the Jackson 5 and all that, wasn't really my thing, right? And so when we were living out here, my daughter was about 7, I guess, 7 or 8. And anyway, she had this Michael Jackson cassette, and also at that time there was a thing called the TV Guide, where you could buy the TV Guide and you could literally had a little TV Guide so you could see what was going to be on TV for the week. And we had this TV Guide, and my daughter put like something like a heart and "I love Michael Jackson's Thriller" or something like that on it, which I still have. It's in a book I have. It's in a book, Picasso retrospective, which I was there in 1980 for that retrospective in New York. 300 Picassos is awesome. And so she had a little cassette. There were like cassettes at that time. And I was in the house by myself, and I was painting. And I thought, oh, I'll put that on. Put that cassette on. Thriller. I mean, that was one of the greatest albums of all time. And it really turned my, wow, look at this guy. Now see this thing right here? That guy right there? It's one of the greatest things of all time. Now that guy right there, matter of fact, I talked to the state police, and I talked to a local police officer about that situation right there. Because at the top of that hill, right there where that freaking thing was coming, there is see these fences right here? Okay, you can see that fence right there. Now, if the person back there at the top of the hill had a fence like that, and their gate is right on the fence line, and so the person parked their big freaking truck there, so when people are coming over there, they have to kind of move to the middle of the road because the guy is almost in the street, kind of a vibe. And so I went and I talked to some people about that. And they said, oh, they're going to do something about it or whatever. Well, the state cop said, you know, he understood the situation, but there's nothing he can do. He's a state cop, but he let me know about it. So I told one of the local police officers about it. Nothing ever happened. But that's exactly the problem right there, is that people will be coming the direction that I'm coming right now, and that guy will be pulling out, and somebody will have to move over to the other lane, and then freaking whammo, head-on crash. And you get hit by that freaking vehicle that was that grader. Oh man, it's not going to be a pretty sight. So anyway, I'm going to Albuquerque today right now. We're going to see Berto and Scott, and we're going to be getting some rain. And should be nice and cool in Albuquerque today, and Berto and I will be able to walk around and just enjoy each other's company and goof off. And he turned 74. He turned 74 years old this month. So I called him on the phone and sang him happy birthday to his little machine. Alright, see you later. The Box of Wrath guys took this route right here. So this is smooth sailing right here. But when they get to this next hill, it's not going to be so smooth. Well, the guys at Box of Wrath, you know, I think that Albuquerque might be the high elevation for their trip. I mean, there may be one other point. It could be Flagstaff, Arizona. But for sure, once they get to Flagstaff, it's going to be pretty much downhill the whole way. So, you know, it'll be a lot easier. Of course, when they get out there in Arizona, they're going to be facing probably some brutal freaking heat. They get to Bakersfield, California. I've been to Bakersfield. That's a hot area. It's going to be, I mean, they better be hydrated and covered up, because they're going to get a freaking sunburn to the max, and they're going to get, I mean, it's going to be real hot. I'm not sure if they're going to go through Death Valley. I don't know what the route of the Grapes of Wrath was. I'm not sure how they're going to get there. But it's going to be freaking hot. It's not going to, you know, they're on their way. So I'm going into Albuquerque today and see Berto and Scott, and get some coffee and kind of goof off and, you know, getting things ready. You know, it's finally dawning on me as I'm approaching 65 years old next month. In less than a month, I'll be 65. That you know, I did what I did because that's what I had to do. That's what I wanted to do. And you know, my time in LA was a lot of years that were productive for me for what I was doing, but financially the productivity of that was very minimal. But if it hadn't been for me doing it and going there, I wouldn't have been able to have my experience in Europe. That was a wonderful experience. You know, so life are these, you know, string of experiences. So now what I'm experiencing is, you know, getting to 65 years old and saying, hey man, you got to get back to work. So that's okay, I'll get back to work. Thank God I have my health. A lot of guys my age, and they're freaking worn out. I mean, they're just totally worn out. So it may have been that well, everything happens for a reason, and that's the reason that this is, you know, what happened to me is what was supposed to happen to me. That's my journey. So now I have to kind of shift gears and do a little bit of something else, and it's still going to be a fun ride. You know, I mean, if it's not a fun ride, I mean, I can't experience that, because it's just, I can't do something that's going to be, you know, over the top anguish. I just can't do that. But I can do something that has a minimal, you know, even something positive in a minimal way will have a positive impact on my life. So I remember when I came back from LA, I was talking to my mom on the phone. I said, you know, because I came back from LA, was in LA for like 12 years. I left with $600 and came back with like $3,000. You know, it's like, oh man, you know, like in 12 years, I gained 20, what is that, 20, I can't even write that, I think right now, $2,400 or something. Come on, man. So I had a little apartment there in Albuquerque, and I was talking to my mom. I said, well, I'm going to have to figure out some way to make $35 a day. So I figured that out, and without having to get a job. I did have one job that lasted probably, it was brutal. It was a part-time job working for some guy who was a freaking cross-dresser, and he was a cross-dresser and a control freak. I mean, this guy was a control freak to the max, you know. So it was good that ended. But I figured out, thank God, how to make $35 a day to get me through that period, and then to go on forward. That was good. So it was a great experience for me to have experienced what I did in the early part that I was here in Albuquerque. But the last, I'd say the last 4 or 5 years have been just non-stop doing nothing. And it's you know, it finally got to the point where, you know, that's gonna have to change. And the you know, just living off of my savings is not going to cut it. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing something, and you know, it should be an interesting experience just to see how that all plays out. Got a little dinky car. So anyway, we'll see what happens. You know, I'm not going to be talking about it much until, as a matter of fact, I'm not going to be talking about it at all until there's something to talk about. You know, nothing's happening. Nothing's happening yet. Nothing's happening yet, so I don't know what it's going to be. But it was good for me to see those guys, the Bugs of Wrath, because they actually are very inspiring people. Those guys, they were, you know, they were practically glowing kind of a vibe. You know, looking back on it, it was just like whenever you see 5 guys doing something like that, and they're all just bright-eyed and so filled with, you know, with vitality and filled with the love of doing what they're doing. You know, it inspires people. So, you know, inspired me to stop dreaming about something that's never going to happen and start doing something that can't happen. Okay, whatever that is. hellorodney, I'll talk to you later. We're going to go see Berto and Scott. 73 degrees. It's nice and it's chilly actually with the window down. So it's July 17th, I think. I mean, it's just unbelievable how this has been the strangest summer I've ever been involved in New Mexico. I mean, it's just anywhere actually. We've had so much rain and the temperatures have been so cool. I think it's an El Nino year. Whatever it's, I think it's El Nino. I think. I'm looking at the man in the mirror. I'm thinking of the change of ways. Change. It's only like 7:19 a.m. here, so I'm going to the coffee shop. They just opened, so Scott usually opens the place when he goes there. Well, he gets there early, so Scott will probably be there, so that'll be good. Oh, and it's Friday. Friday is a day that I really. Friday was my favorite day when I had a job. I mean, my goodness, that was a great day. So anyway, Friday I always had a special affinity. As that bus twists and turns like a little snake going through there, that was kind of cool how they do that. It must be kind of strange driving a vehicle like that. You know. First time I was on a subway when I was in New York. The subway cars, you know, they twist, turn like that when they're going, and that was pretty fascinating. I enjoyed my stay in New York. New York was a very interesting place. I think it's probably well, with what's going on there right now, I wouldn't want to be in New York. That place is going to be going down, down, down. You know, it's becoming, it's if they don't do something quick, it's going to turn into another Chicago. It's except, you know, New York is bigger. It's going to be bad. It's going to be real bad. The Yes Man. And there you have it. You want to be on camera, Berto? No. Ah, there you go.
No.
That's Berto.
No, thank you very much.
It was his birthday. I called him and sang happy birthday to him.
No, thank you
very much. Happy birthday
Here, look at Larry's hats. Look at his hats.
Larry's hats.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Larry's woman's accessories.
accessories.
And this is the entrance to Larry's hats.
And tomorrow there's going to be a big celebration of some sort. It's going to be like a, what's this called, Berto?
Summerfest.
Summerfest. So we're going to have Summerfest tomorrow, so I'm going to be back in town to do a video on Summerfest. And maybe Berto will want to be in the video. So maybe there's a chance we can get Berto on camera tomorrow. Berto, you want to be on camera tomorrow? Oh, he's shy. Look.
I'm real shy.
He's real shy.
I'm camera shy.
He's camera shy.
Mostly internet shy.
He's internet shy.
Okay, that's it.
That's it.
Game over.
Game over. Are you sure it's over? He thinks he's so special because he's got a jacket. Look at all these bees. Look, bees everywhere, all over this.
Lavender. They love lavender. That's lavender. Lavender grows on the streets over here. Right on the sidewalk. Come back here. You can see little red.
Yeah.
And as you get closer, you can see.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It's just like all that green and then those little red, scarlet colors. Yeah. Look at these little things. That's just right on the side of the sidewalk. Oh yeah.
Berto's proud of his town. Look at these little bells. These are almost like little bells. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-ling. There are bells. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-ling. Did you hear them? This is a historic wedding chapel.
Yeah, it's run by the nuns.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Look, there's a little street there. There it is, right there in the info. Right there.
Yeah.
Have they all been the big one? The big one?
Yeah, or is it
No.
Oh wow, you can.
Doesn't say anything here about nuns, but somebody had told me that the nuns. Huh. Interesting. Oh, look at this. From here. Right in the center. Amazing. Nice.
Berto, are you okay? Berto, what happened?
Oh man,
What happened?
I pulled myself over there.
Oh, jeez, he scared me. I thought he had been kidnapped.
Yeah.
I thought he had been golden age napped.
No, I was kidnapping myself.
He's kidnapping himself. How do you pronounce that, Berto?
What?
That must be some kind of a foreign language. It's a foreign language.
It is.
Oh, these are like wedding things.
Oh yeah. Oh, what would you put that in your wedding? the fallen angels look like.
Yeah.
Little monsters. And that Tyrannosaurus is kind of cute.
Not exactly New Mexico stuff,
No.
but
I was really surprised because my sister Amy, she didn't
No
watch
trash, please.
and now they have kids.
are you going to be the reader? You can be the reader.
The reader?
You read everything, and I'll take a picture of it.
Reader, writer?
You got to read that, Roberto. What does that say, Roberto?
No trash, please.
Thank you. Roberto.
$20.36.
Thank you. He didn't read all of it. He's deadbeat reader. So you're a deadbeat.
Yeah, I was beaten to death.
Deadbeat reader. Yeah. Oh, let's go see R.C. Gorman. R.C. Gorman Gallery.
Oh yeah.
R.C. Gorman was a big star of the New Mexico art scene back in the freaking day. He's dead now, but
Back in the day.
yeah, he got hooked into a
back in the night.
he got hooked on a style, and he beat that freaking horse until it was nothing but a dead. It was nothing but a saddle sitting on the ground.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, this is
From distance.
yeah, that is really.
Yeah, but you got this whole wall, man.
I don't know. I wonder how this might be. I don't know how they made that.
No, that's really, I like that one up there. Look at that.
Yeah. I was in Albuquerque today with Berto, and I'm going home now. It's 4 o'clock, a little after 4, and it was really great. I was at the Frontier, which is kind of like a big meeting place. There are lots of customers and stuff that go there, and so I'm in line, and there's this young guy, and he says to somebody, "Oh yeah, I'm getting really old." And I looked at him. I said, "Oh yeah, man, you're really getting old, you know." And so we started talking. And as a kid, he's 25 years old. He's an American, but he's an Indian, East Indian. And we started talking and just talking back and forth. And so I said, "Well, why don't you come and sit with us?" You know. So he brings his stuff over and we talk. And this kid, he wants to make money, and so that he can kind of retire early. That's his trip. He's only 25 years old. He's flipping houses, and he kind of buys a house and then does a little remodel thing. That's what he's working on now. It's not going very well for him right now, this one. But you could tell that he's so full of life and energy. It was just so great to meet this kid. 25 years old, really just so sharp. And so it was real good. Berto and I had a really nice chat with him, and it was just great. So it's nice you never can tell who you're going to meet. You know, we just met that kid in the line when he was complaining about being old. Obviously, he was kidding, but it was just great. You never can tell, you know, whose people are going to come in your path. So it was great to have met him. It was great. Well, I went kind of nuts today. I had what did I have? I ate a lot today. I mean, it was just, I don't know why I did that. I guess I was hungry, you know. But tomorrow is that I don't know what kind of day it is. It's going to be a thing. I've seen it before. And they block off the streets, and Summerfest in Albuquerque, and they have live music and all that kind of stuff. So I'll probably go back into town tomorrow and go. Me and Berto will go to that, and you know that'll be fun. So it's really fun to go and visit with Berto, and it's nice to have good friends. And I don't have very many friends, but the friends that I do have are very, very special people. And I have a lot of acquaintances. I mean, I know lots of people. But it's really nice to be able to be around close friends that's a good thing. And today when I was over visiting Scott, he got apricots right off his tree. You know, he's got a nice apricot tree, and it was good to have those. And so it's fun. So tomorrow we go back to Albuquerque, and I didn't really do much of a video about today with Berto. He didn't want to really be on video too. I think he likes it, but he doesn't. For some reason, he just didn't want to do it. So maybe tomorrow he will, because it'll be more of a festive kind of atmosphere with you know, closed off street, walking, you know, pedestrians and people all over, and people dancing at the stuff. It ought to be fun. So depending on the weather. And look at this. Look at the hillside here. The nice tinge of green. Usually this is pretty brown, but you can see it's got a nice tinge of green to it. So we're going through a thing here with a lot of rain, and it's really not, you know, it's rare that we're going through it right now, but over the history of, you know, with tree ring evidence and everything, it's not probably much, not that unusual what's happening here. So anyway, we'll go back to town tomorrow, and if I got anything else to say, I'll say it. Otherwise, I'm hellorodney. Thanks for watching, and bye bye. Okay, this is something I want to see. This is pretty interesting. This rig right here, look at this. That's kind of a funny thing. Looks like some guy bought like a surplus army truck or something like that and doing his thing. I don't know what he's doing. It's kind of interesting. Okay, it looks like we got something going on here. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's like a little breakdown. I thought it was something else. It's not. Tell you what, I got home. I'm absolutely exhausted. I just got off the phone. There's that little bird again. There's that little bird that keeps flying around. Two of them. They keep flying around, and I guess they're trying to figure out if they want to live here or something. It's hard for me to let birds live here because it was they had a up in the eaves. They would try and live up in there, but one time I came out, there was a snake over here eating a bird, and that kind of freaked me out. And then one time a snake crawled up that post and was up there in the eaves, and I walked out of my door over here, and up there in the eaves was a freaking snake. So I can't let the birds live there. But I just got off the phone with a friend of mine. We talked for quite a while, and talking with this friend reminded me of this person right here. I'm gonna put some light on this. There's no light in here. Freaking bulbs out. Buy some bulbs, Rodney. I think I'll put that on my list. Bulbs. Bulbs been out for months. So I'm gonna get some bulbs. I was thinking about this person right here. This is it's too shiny, too much light. But that right there is a painting. That's a painting of that I did when I was in Los Angeles. That's of my friend Teresa Craig, one of my subscribers. Wow, it's bright. Maybe it'll come out better like that. That painting I did when I was living in Los Angeles. And it was like a German expressionist kind of thing. And that's the only painting that I have in my house that's kind of like a portrait, except for this one over here. This is my daughter. But Teresa Craig is somebody that's been very, very... there's a painting of my daughter right there. It doesn't really look like her, but that's my daughter. But Teresa Craig is one of my subscribers. Been with me for quite a while. Yeah, who's calling? I like making videos because one of the reasons I like them is that the things happen like the phone rings. I like that. I mean, it makes the video seem more real to me. Well, it not seem real. Well, the videos, I don't know. It's kind of a strange thing. But I like the videos. But I was thinking about my friend Teresa Craig. And I walked by this painting and think, oh, there's Teresa. She's really helped me out a lot. She has. She's kind of a pain in my ass too, but at times, but just like I'm a pain in her ass too, I'm sure. But it's nice, because YouTube is a very interesting kind of a place because you can have relationships with people that that you've been people have been around, and even though they don't make videos, they see me making videos, so they say, oh well. So they see who I am, and I know that people will watch my videos. And so she's been a very, very loyal supporter of my channel and a very loyal supporter of me, period. Not just my channel, but of me as a person. So it's very important to, once in a while, I don't do it very often. Matter of fact, I've never done it before, to say to somebody like what I'm saying about Teresa. Because she's been very, very good for me. But like I say, sometimes, it's like, she's been a very big supporter of mine. And that's important. But, like I say, yeah, I'm tired. God, I'm tired. I had a long conversation with a friend before I started making this video. But Teresa Craig is a person that has been very, not only, very supportive of my work, supportive of me and what's going on. I mean, I have people that are supportive of my channel and all that, and she is. But she's gone more than anybody else in doing her best to support me in my work. So I appreciate that. I love you, Teresa. She watches all my videos. So I know that she'll watch this, she'll probably say at the end, oh, she'll probably have a heart attack or something, Oh, gee, Teresa's on the way to the hospital. She had a heart attack when Ronnie said something like that in his video, because I wouldn't, very rare, I don't do this kind of video. But I just felt that, Teresa is someone that really has been very, very loyal and helpful to me in my work. And as a person, someone that I can talk to. And that's important, to be able to have somebody you can talk to. So that's good. So just wanted to do a video. And Teresa, thank you. I love you, Teresa. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, I'm hellorodney. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye. Thank you, Teresa. I've never made a video like this, really, but I love you, Teresa. I really appreciate all the, just you being you. I'm hellorodney. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.